Hello everyone! Welcome to the next part of my Let's Play Pokémon Violet, taking on the Victory Road Challenge. I've split this into 3 videos, the first 4 gyms I tackled, the next 4, and then the Elite 4. And yes, I've chosen gym music from Sword and Shield because I prefer it over the Paldea one, don't come for me. I didn't choose a particular order for the gyms, but I opted to visit Artazon first and face Glaseado, but not before Nemona shows up, which I think she's going to make a habit of. Paldea has gym challenges, and I thought the Sunflower one was rather easy. Slightly off topic, but related, I did wonder why there were random Sunflower sculptures around the town, which is explained at some point. I went up to a few sculptures. Before finding the live Sunflower, I thought they might have something to do, like do something or have some relevance, but no, they're just there for decoration. Returning to the gym, Glaseado makes a dramatic entrance before my very, very overpowered Pokemon pound him quite literally into the ground. If you recall, I chose to try and get as many Pokédex entries as I could before tackling the storyline, which means I'm effectively the kid with a level 100 Mewtwo, absolutely annihilating everything in my path, and I don't hate it. As a character design, I low-key love Glaseado, and I think his name, obviously from the Brassica family of plants like broccoli and kale, sounds like a dinosaur, and I kind of love it. This is going to sound really silly, but I love that the designers have given him actual bags under his eyes, which goes that little bit further in making the characters different and stand out, rather than just using the same designs. It gives him personality, which adds to his depth of character. I had a feeling his final Pokemon would use the Grass Terra type, but I think I was expecting a Grass type with Grass Terra, so that was a pleasant surprise. It's definitely going to make the gym leaders harder, especially if their Terra trumps yours. I've got my first badge, and Levincia City is the next closest, so I head there to face Iono. When Iono was revealed, I thought her design was a little bit odd, and her spiky little teeth actually freaked me out a bit. I do like her pastel hair colours and personality, although her Iono speak quickly wore thin. She has us looking for Director Clavel in various places around the city, and this could have been more difficult. It would have made it better by having to traverse the city itself to find him. You know, rather than just giving you a snapshot of part of the city and having to find him, like where's Wally, where's Waldo if you're in the US. I just think it would have been better if you'd actually had to go and physically look for him, but maybe that would have been too difficult for younger players. Who knows? 3 times a charm and we're allowed to battle Iono and her electric team. You'll notice I use some of my weaker Pokemon here, although I'm still way stronger than when you're probably meant to face her. I didn't want to go into every single battle overpowered. It's fun for some of them, but I didn't want to do it for all of them, and I thought I might as well try and get some of the lower levels up a little bit higher. I was interested to see what Pokemon Iono would use. Obviously, we knew she was going to get Belly Bolt, a new Pokemon for Paldea. I can't take it seriously, like, the whole eye thing of its eyes being not what you think its eyes are, it weirds me out. My brain can't process it properly. So I was curious to see what else they were going to give her. I do like that her last Pokemon was a Mismagius with the electric type, which allows for strategy if you're closer to that level. I like that they've incorporated a modern day thing by making her a streamer. I thought that was pretty cool of Game Freak. I didn't look up any of the gym levels before choosing my pathway, so I didn't know which ones were the stronger gyms and the weaker gyms. I think my conscious decision was to sort of go in the opposite direction to as I did the Titans, actually, which is how I ended up going from Artazon first, but I think that's the extent. I didn't put too much thought into that. We meet our first member of the Elite Four, Hassel, before picking the next gym. I moved up the map and to Glaseado, I think is how I'm going to say it, Grusha, and I'm adding this in after my first lot of audio because it wasn't quite long enough. I've said his name that many times now. I can't help but think of the old Crusher milkshake advert. If you remember with like the Yorkshire cats going, I want some Crusher, I've just got that going around in my head, which there's a little insight into how my brain works. Grusha, I really like his design. I think people thought he was a girl at first, which I thought was a bit weird because he immediately gave off masculine vibes to me. I think he's designed well. I don't have any complaints about him. Nimona finally makes us fight her after the hints at the first two gyms. She's not difficult, and we're allowed to take on the gym challenge. And I actually only noticed now when writing the script, Miraidon appears to have undergone a shiny makeover as we're about to engage in some snow sports. I didn't notice when I was actually playing the game, and I didn't notice I don't know how many times I opened the video to edit it, and I didn't notice any of those times either, so clearly I am paying lots of attention to this. Next up is Grusha and his ice types, which are closer to my level. I think he's designed well. I don't have any complaints about him. I love that he was a snowboarder with a little bit of a backstory there, which I'd like possibly some DLC to develop on actually. Be nice if we could interact with him again. Frostmoth, one of my favourites, goes down easily, as does Beartick, one of my least favourites. I'm not a big fan of bear Pokemon, and that's probably because I don't really like bears in real life. No reason, just not keen on them. It's a good thing I live in the UK. Don't have to worry about running into any bears anytime soon. And I'm too scared of flying to travel anywhere where I might run into any, so I'm all good on the bear front here. I've seen people say they find Grusha hard, and given my own cologne is right on par with his, I don't get it. I didn't think he was that difficult, to be honest. So I was a little bit baffled by the amount of people saying that they found him really hard. But I digress. So Titan doesn't prove much harder before the ice type Altaria appears. Again, Oin Cologne defeats it with ease, and we've got our third gym badge. We end up meeting the chairwoman of the Pokemon League, who Nimona calls La Primera. I can't do accents, I'm atrocious at it, to be honest. She just comes in and sort of says hello. The next town I chose to go to is Medali, and we bump into Hassel and Rika, who might be my favourite NPC ever. I love Rika, I love her design, I love her personality, I think I love everything about her. The gym challenge confused the hell out of me. I forgot the clues were supposed to link up to each other, to provide the answers, and I just ended up wandering about looking for the trainers. I decided to try guessing the secret dish first, but I was wrong. And I can't remember, but I think I actually ended up looking the answers up online, and I actually wasn't far off of my original guess, which is a bit annoying, but that's life. Larry is our gym leader here, and it seems he's become a real fan favourite. Good old Larry uses normal types and is so devoid of enthusiasm. Like most people, Larry's become one of my favourite NPCs because he's just so gosh darn relatable. There's a reason why they call him the extraordinary everyman. He's perfect. No improvements on Larry. 4 badges down, and we're halfway to the league. And that's it for this video. I thought 8 in 1 would be a bit too much because even though I speed the videos up, I've still got to fill a lot of time with talking, to be honest. And even though I can ramble, I can't ramble for that long in one go, or at least I've not developed that skill yet. Even when developing my scripts, I do go a bit off-piste, as they say, and just end up talking absolute shite. If I'm brutally honest. But thank you to everyone who has given me a follow, a thumbs up, or commented, because it really does mean a lot to me, and I hope you consider supporting the channel if you haven't already. Okay, now I should really go work on my next script because I've got 5 more videos ready with no audio yet. They've been edited, I just need to do the voiceovers, and I'm not going to get there by procrastinating. Let's be real. See you later. Bye.